it's been a long time since I've done a video on this, but here's another educational video. I believe you'll find a primary Corbett math website very useful for some worksheets for your child. So hopefully I've actually made use of these worksheets and quizzes, so I have found it very useful for my child to work through these worksheets. In fact, I do recommend the 5-a-day worksheets as well as the worksheets that are specific to subject discipline. So just a quick mention of the Corbett primary math website. This is quite new to Corbett math, and if you look at the primary 5-a-day worksheets, which are categorized into January, February, March, including the answers as well, we have bronze, silver, gold and platinum. I've actually made use of bronze January at the moment with my son, and he has done quite well. He's in year 3 primary school and he's done quite well with the bronze paper, so he's got about 80-90% plus, so 97ish, and I'm actually looking for him to get the bronze thing done for the year 3. I'm assuming the bronze is year 3, the silver would be year 4, and gold is year 5, and platinum would be year 6 on the 5-a-day. So that's how I've planned my son to work through these worksheets, and because he's done so well on the year 3 bronze, I'm going to continue with the bronze right the way through to December. I've started on January and I'm going to take him through these worksheets right the way through to December. I'll give you a look at the worksheets itself in a bit, but let me just show you what you've got on this primary 5-a-day worksheet. You've got all the worksheets. Again, you've got the answer sheets to each of these 5-a-day worksheets. It's very good in the way it's laid out. So that I'm going to make this available through a link, so you don't have to download individual links from here. If you want to use my links, which is under the video itself, you can do so. If you don't want to use that link and visit the Corbett math primary website yourself and download from there, that's perfectly fine as well. So it's entirely up to you how you want to do this. But what I've done is I've made it easier for you to download through a single zip file as opposed to multiple download links, so which I'll come to, and I'll show you how I've done this as well. So here what you have as well is primary Corbett math videos, instructional videos on how to carry out addition, angles, facts and things. So this, again, I've taken my son through some of these worksheets as well, which I'll come to, and he has done quite well. He's sort of got more than 70% on the worksheets I've actually done with him. So this actually shows that he possesses a certain amount of core knowledge that is required in primary mathematics, and so I have tried to cover as much as possible with him based on the core knowledge which I believe he should have. So far this has worked so well for me and my son, so it is one of the things I would recommend you look into yourselves as well. You've got the instructional videos. I haven't actually made use of the instructional videos itself as per se, but I've made use of the questions sheets and given them to my child to check his core skill level. Furthermore, you've got the answer sheets as well, which you can download from this website, and basically if you find it difficult to do math yourself, it isn't a problem at all, because the answer sheets are very clear in the method and the answer they provide as well. So hopefully you'll find this useful. That was a quick mention on the website. However, I've actually downloaded all these worksheets, which you will be able to make use of yourselves. What I've done is I've actually categorized the 5-a-day, as you can see here in my Explorer view. I've actually categorized the 5-a-day worksheets into a folder. and if we just enter the folder, you will see that there are, in its subfolder, there is basically all these worksheets for the 5-a-day worksheet with a primary 5-a-day answers. If you go in there, the answer sheets according to these worksheets will exist. So my son Dylan, he's actually completed the January 5-a-day worksheet, and he has literally, I've split it into 2 sections because it was quite a bit of a load, but he has seemed to have worked through it really well. I've sort of split the January 5-a-day into 2 sections. He's roughly got 97 on the first section. The questions do get increasingly difficult by the end of January, and he seems to have lagged a bit but has got 82%. And the February, again, he's about to start the February sometime this week, so hopefully I'll get him to do that as well on a 5-a-day worksheet. So just a quick look at the February bronze 5-a-day worksheet. I will not go through all of these, but I'll show you what the bronze worksheets will look like. And the gold, platinum, silver, again, they all exist here, which you can download from a zip file, which I will post a link to at the bottom of the video. So it's a primary 5-a-day zip file, and the other one is the primary zip file as well. So the 5-a-day is this particular worksheet. It is very good. That it tests all the mathematical knowledge that is required for your child to possess in, I believe it's year 3. If you do the bronze, it's year 3, silver year 4, gold year 5, and platinum year 6 for your primary school. He has done really well, so I do recommend that you try this with your year 3 child, the bronze in particular. However, if he's low ability, then you might have to try bronze possibly in year 4 or year 5. It depends entirely on your child's ability in mathematics, but it has worked quite well for me. As you can see, the questions are almost according to the new SAT exam styles. So you've got the arithmetic style questions which you have in the new SAT, and then you have the worded problems as well, so which is pretty good as well, including some bar graphs and everything, angles and all sorts of other things, which is very good in that sense. So I hope you find this very useful as well. So that's just the bronze one. You will see that the gold, silver have the same 5-a-day layout, but I will not put that in the video itself. I'll just quickly move on to the primary worksheets, and I'll take you through 1 or 2 of these because this is the core knowledge worksheets. You've got the primary answers also embedded within the primary zip file, so that will exist directly inside the primary folder itself as well, which hopefully you'll find useful. The ones I've marked with D, my son has actually done and is able to do, I believe, in year 3, and he has achieved over 70% on these core knowledge in terms of times tables and words. So I'm going to give you a quick look at some of these things. That the addition, as you can see, it's very straightforward, the worksheet. So this is the core knowledge that's required in adding numbers for any child in primary school. So if you believe that you need your child to work through some addition skills as opposed to the 5-a-day, you need to make sure your child has basic core knowledge first and foremost, and this is very good in that sense. You have the raw sums which you can add, and then you've got some worded problems which your child can interpret into a raw sum and then basically answer those sums. again, it's a very good layout as well, and I find that this is a very straightforward method of testing the core knowledge in specific areas of mathematics for the primary school. So that I found that very useful. So I've got him to do some of these lines of symmetry. As you can see, I've marked them with D's in front to say he's done these, and he has found this very useful. He's done it very well as well. So I've still got it. I still need him to go through some of the other core knowledge questions, which I believe he needs more effort in, and for this reason I've left this out. But I'm trying to build his 5-a-day knowledge as well as the core knowledge in math, and when he's got this both on par, he should be able to do math with ease. So it is what I mean. Corbett math is pretty good. I'm going to show you just the answer sheets so you can have a look at some of the answer sheets and the methods that they actually employ to show how you carry out these sums. Adding decimals, here's the answer sheet on adding decimals. It is very straightforward. You will see that the sums that they've used, the techniques they've used are sort of pretty much old techniques. However, if they show a method that actually works, which I sort of agree with, and I believe it is a core skill that is required for adding numbers and numeric values. As you can see, the core skill that's required for adding numeric values, the method is shown, and the answer itself is also shown. So some people may not agree with some of the methods they've used, but I personally think this is a core skill paper, and this is what your child should literally possess in terms of core skills in adding decimal values. So he has gone through this again, and he has got a lot of these sums correct, so he's done pretty well with these. And this is adding decimals and subtracting decimals. So that's basically an answer sheet that you will see with the method within these zip files. I've actually zipped them up for you. There's 2 zip files: primary 5-a-day zip, which is here, I'm highlighting it with my cursor, and then primary zip, which is here, which I believe you'll be able to download with the link. So hopefully if you find my video useful, please leave a like, and also have a look at the link. If you find this useful, leave a like, and all these worksheets that you have seen here are all zipped in those 2 files. So you can either download the 5-a-day zip or both. It's entirely up to you. Or if you actually want to visit the Corbett Math website and download the content from there, you're free to do so yourselves. Thank you.